Hello again, students, and welcome to this video on how to upload your research references into SharePoint. I have my web browser open and I'm using Chrome. I find it works best and a lot better than Internet Explorer or Edge. So I'm in Chrome, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to office.com. Now, you can see that I have signed in here before because it knows my name and it is taking a guess at which account I want to use to sign in. So it's got my ODU account, which is indeed the right one. Now, I just want to remind you that as students of ODU, you have access to the full Office suite of products. The problem is, once you leave ODU, you'll have access to it for a little while after you leave. I'm not sure how long, maybe the next year, and then you won't anymore. Most of you, or many of you, will go on to jobs where you do have access to Office, and so it is a great opportunity for you to learn how to use it now. However, knowing that you will lose access to it again later, I'm not going to make you use it. You can use whatever programs you like, and I will not give you a lot of things that you have to do in Microsoft Office. But I did want you to know that you do have access to it. The one thing I do want you to use, however, for our class is SharePoint. So I will go ahead and click on the Sign In button. Now again, yours is going to look a little different, but you will be signing in using your ODU email and using the password that you use to sign into your computer. So I'll go ahead and sign in. And I am, of course, at the ODU interface, so I'll sign in there. And I like to say, keep me signed in, but I'll let you know that I have done that 3 times tonight, and it still prompts me. So I'm not sure that that works at all. Now, when you get to this point, I am in Office 365. Yours will look very different than mine. These are the things I've looked at. These are the things I have access to, and these are the places I go. What I want you to look for is up in this top area. If you have to click on all apps, do, but look first and see if you can find this green logo and SharePoint. That's the one you want to go to. Now again, yours will not look like this. You have access to very different things than I do. But I am going to ask you to look for one, and I have it here in my following because I've given it a star so that I can find it again, but you may have to search for it. But this is the one I want you to go to. IDS 300W space Amaya. When you find that one, click on it. And that is where our documents are going to be uploaded. So if you have trouble finding this, just drop me a line and I'll see what I can do to help you out. But you should be able to search for that and get right to it. You can also look up here and try typing in this string into the browser window after you've signed in, of course. All right, once you get here, you'll find that there is some kind of cute little image that you can ignore, but then there is a documents panel over here that shows everybody in our class. Now, while you can open this up and get to some things and maneuver around a little bit over here, I'm going to give you a hint. Don't use this one. Go over to the left, and I've given you a menu item here called Documents. Click on that one. And now you get the whole window, and that's very helpful. All right, when you come here, you're going to search and find your name. So here's mine. And then I have a folder for mine called Resources because I tend to upload a lot more other things here, but you don't have to do that. But if I want to upload something here, there's 2 ways I can do it. One is I can use the upload. Click on Files and go and find the files that I want. Now I'm holding down my Control key to pick several. And if I click on Open, they will come right into this folder. I'm going to go ahead in my Resources folder, and you can see that I've uploaded some. Now the other way we can do this is I can also drag and drop. So again, I'm going to click a couple of these. I'm holding the control key down, and I drag over here, and you can see that it says copy right there. If I let go of it, these 3 files will be copied into my folder. So 2 ways to do it. You can either upload or you can just drag and drop. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you is that these are available to all the students in our class. Nobody else, but all the students in our class have access to this. So there's a general folder, which I'll be putting some things later for you to look at. Feel free to look at it now, but just so you know, there's my folder, which has some resources in it. And then you can see this archives here now, but if you go to it, I believe I have locked this down so that you won't see it. It won't even show up in your list, but you can go into my resources and check those out. And here's the thing. Let's go ahead and we're going to use Grace. Let's go ahead in here and say that this student would like to post some iterations of her paper. And she doesn't necessarily want the rest of the class to see it because she's still working on it. What she can do is click on New Folder, and let's give it a name, In Progress. Anything you want. And create. Now she created a folder that is still accessible to everybody because it inherited the settings from its parent folder. But if she clicks on this, I'll go down and use Manage Access. And I can see that the owner can see it. That's me. That owners can see it. That's still just me. And that this other one, owners can see it. That's still just me. You want to leave those 3 alone. But this says that visitors can see it. That's that little eyeball. They can just view it. If I click on the drop down and say stop sharing, remove, then now visitors cannot view it. If I go over and say members, this is all the people in our class, click the drop down and say stop sharing, remove. Now they can't see it. So this student now has their own folder that if they drop documents in, like their resources right here, all the students in the class can see it. But she has also set up another folder that just she and I can see. So if you would like to set up some internal folders, if you would like to put more documents in here, anything you would like to do, these folders are for you to use. And at the end of the semester, I will clean them out and remove everything from them, and they will not be available to the next group. So again, anything you put in here can be seen by default by the other students in the class. So you will want to make sure that if you need a protected area or a hidden area, that you'll set that up yourself. So that's pretty much it. Go here, find your folder, drop your 5 resources into it so that I can look them over and give you a hand when it comes time for citations or for quoting or whenever I need to research something you've said in your document. This makes it easy for me to check your sources. I don't have to go find them myself. So I would like for you to drop those in here, and that is part of this week's homework assignment. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.